Unit 10 on exponential functions. This is lesson 3. We're going to be converting from an annual rate into an equivalent equation, but based on a monthly rate. So this is from the New York State regions from the full sampler. A study of the annual population of red-winged blackbirds in Fort Mill, South Carolina, showed a population B of t can be represented by the following function. So this is our function, where t is represented in the number of years since the study began. So the rate that's given, that 1.16, that's your growth factor, and the growth rate would be 16%. That's an annual rate. The 750 represents the initial population of this red-winged blackbird. And they actually want you to convert to a monthly rate of growth. But the equation should give you an equivalent number if you input the number of years. So how do we do this? So let me switch pens. I'm going to rewrite the equation so it's easier for you to follow. Well, if I want to make a monthly rate, I know there are 12 months in a year. So if I multiply this exponent by 12, that would do it, except that would change that whole value of the equation. Well, what am I going to do? I'm going to multiply this exponent by 12. 12 times 1/12 is 1, so I'm not really changing its value, just its appearance. I'm now going to use the commutative property just to rearrange this equation a bit, because right now that's still an annual rate. And I'm going to bring this 1/12 inside the parentheses. I can do that because when I raise a power to a power, I multiply the exponents and I just get back to the original equation. I'm then going to take my calculator. So let's hold on a second. And when I do that, I get the value 1.012445, and I'm just going to replace that value. So that's my new base. So our final answer turns out to be choice number 2. Just on an additional item, sometimes the regions will define a new variable. They didn't in this case, but sometimes they do. So I can actually define n as a new variable, standing for 12 times t, which is the number of months. And so sometimes you'll see that the equation may be restated. Whoop, I don't know why this is not writing. Replacing the 12t with an m.